Have you ever read the book, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo? She is an organizational expert from Japan, and she has some pretty interesting ways of looking at tidying your home. She says the biggest reason why people don't tidy their homes, or those who struggle with it, is because they were never taught how, or at least they were never taught how to do it properly. Um, I'm not going to say that her way is the perfect way or the only way, but I do know it is a successful way because she has helped so many people. And when there's that kind of proof behind it, I had to try it for myself. So I gotta admit, the first time I read this book was a couple of years ago, and when I saw that the first step was clothing, and what she wants you to do is to gather literally every piece of clothing that you have to your name and put it all in one big, huge pile. I know when I first read her book, I was thinking, there's no way I'm gonna do this. So I feel like now that her new show has come out on Netflix, I think it's just called Tidying Up with Marie Kondo, and I'd highly recommend it. I really just really appreciated her just genuine, gentle, happy spirit about her, and I just enjoy watching her interact in person with her clients and just helping them through things, and she was just so encouraging and just had good tips. There's some things that I do a little bit differently, and I'm going to talk to you about those as well, but today we're going to tackle my wardrobe, and the reason why I'm only going to tackle mine is because, to be fair, it's best if you're trying to declutter or minimize that you do yourself first. I think it's tempting for us to just go after the kids' stuff because it seems like they have so much. They do. But grown-ups are just as guilty of having stuff they don't need, or stuff that's not really useful or necessary anymore. And so I think it's good to be that positive example for our kids, for me to go through my stuff first. Okay, so I literally have every single piece of clothing that I could find inside of my closet and inside of my dresser drawers. And I'll be honest, it is actually way more than I thought that there would be. I mean, Daisy's in there somewhere. My dachshund. I'm not sure where.
It's a nice bed.
My hope is that a lot of this stuff is gonna go today. I think because I threw it all in a big mess, I'm just gonna go by category and try to make some of those hard decisions. I'm going to say, is this something, since we're at the beginning of the year especially, this is going to be something where I say, is this something that I wore last year? We're at this point, we're in the beginning of January in 2019. Did I wear this even once in 2018? That's a great question to ask yourself. Am I even wearing this? Is there even a point to this being here? Another question to ask yourself is this super practical and necessary that I actually do kind of need it? Because with my heart is also minimalism. So I want to keep the least amount of things that's going to serve the purpose and make me feel confident and lovely and comfortable, and just let everything else go and not let there be any guilt attached to those decisions. Don't let any feelings of, well, this was a gift and this is whatever and this is from that thing, and but if it doesn't hold special meaning to you, or it's not comfortable, or you don't like how you look in it, what's the point in keeping it? Your home is not a museum for things. And the funny thing is, I think it's a temptation to have more clothes than what we need, especially if we hate doing laundry. So there is going to have to be, hopefully, a little bit of a lifestyle change with this. I'm looking at this pile, and I knew as soon as I made the pile, I kind of made the commitment. So how you want to let things go from your home, each item, try not to, Marie says don't crumple it up in a ball and just throw it on the floor if you're not going to keep it. Hold it in your hand. Say, thank you, Lord, for this item. And nicely put it in your box or wherever you've decided is going to be, either your donate box or something you're going to bring to a family that needs something. Maybe you got, you know that you're the same size as somebody else and they always compliment you on your clothes. Maybe you want to go ask them, hey, would you like to look through this? I'm going to get rid of a bunch of stuff. Would you like any of it? They'd probably be thrilled. So there's ways that you can be a blessing, and sometimes you can even bring items to like thrift shops that will give you a little bit of money back on the things that they sell for you. But I would definitely hesitate to say, I'm going to store all this stuff away until I can sell it myself and get a whole bunch of money for it. Because if you do that, it really is a trap. And it's just so easy for you to start stockpiling things, and basically it just turns into procrastination. But I'm going to highly encourage you to get these things out of your home as soon as possible, even today. Don't give up. The less that you have in your home, the less you have to maintain, and the less time it's going to take you to maintain those things, to clean those things, to sort and organize those things, and the more time you're going to have for what truly matters. So I'm going to stop procrastinating and I'm going to get started. Okay, so it might not look like it yet, but I am actually making a dent in my clothing pile. Now, what I ended up doing is I kind of just looked at it and felt like, which category stresses me out the least to tackle? And for me, it just ended up being blue jeans, because I knew that I already have those pretty pared down to the few that I want. So I just started there. You want to start easy, and if you have a reaction like that to an item you pick out, kind of like one of those guilty, I never wear this, but I just cannot let myself get rid of it because it has some sort of special meaning. I grabbed an old varsity cheerleading coat with my name embroidered onto it, which seems like I can't really donate that. My name's on it, but do I wear it? No. And then I'm like, well, maybe my kids could have it. Maybe. And if you start doing all these like rationalization things just on one item, that's not worth it. That is a sentimental item. In the order of how you go through categories with the KonMari method, sentimental things are last. They are dead last. And if you have things in your clothing, hopefully not a ton, but there's a few things that you're just like, I'm not positive what to do with this, and you're just really freaking out, set it in a different pile and put them back and wait until you get to the sentimental category. Most of my work and church and date special tops are going to end up in the closet. It is highly recommended in the KonMari method to get as much as possible folded nicely and properly and into drawers, just because it's such a great space saver. I don't actually have that much space because with the drawers, my husband and I share a dresser, because when we had our second dresser in here, it just took up so much space, and we would bump into it at night when we were getting up to go to the bathroom or something, and it just wasn't really serving us in the way we were wanting, and we were wanting to minimize anyways, so this was kind of a good way to force us to minimize a little bit more. So another thing you're going to want to consider as far as what you are keeping once we get into this phase of putting things away is you need to see your home as a container. This is a concept that's my favorite concept I learned from, I believe it's Dana K. White, from the blog A Slob Comes Clean, and she vlogs on YouTube sometimes as well. But she says you need to see, like, your dresser drawer, for example, is a container. If that dresser drawer is for all your pants, it's a container. When the container is full, you can't put any more in. So then you're going to have to, if you get a new pair of pants, you have to decide, well, do I like this pair of pants better than one of those pair of pants? Because I'm going to have to trade, or it's not going to fit. And this goes all over the place. This goes with kitchen drawers, this goes with bathroom drawers, your towels. Does anyone else have like 300 towels? Why do we have so many towels? I have no idea. But this container concept has been so helpful for me, and I hope it helps you as well. okay, we did it. So I'm not going to say I've gone through every single thing, because there were a few things that I put into a small pile that ended up being actually sentimental items, but I'm not going to allow them to become procrastination stuff. I'm going to continue focusing on them this week and make those hard decisions, either to honor them somehow by putting them in a special keepsake box I am going to keep in my closet, so that when I want to pull those things out or, you know, talk about what they mean to me or whatever, I can do that. I have the space for that option. We have a pretty open closet. Pretty much all that's in our closet when I ripped all the clothes out is my book collection. Books are going to be after we're done with clothes. I do think I have at least 2, if not 3 garbage bags of clothes that I'm going to be donating, and I feel really good about that. A lot of them were really quick decisions. Some of them I hesitated a little bit, but again, the things that were just taking way too much of my time, I realized that they were sentimental items and I set them to the side. Next week we're going to be talking about how to put these away properly, how to fold them, how to hang them in an aesthetically pleasing way, and hopefully to find some new routines in your life that will help you to maintain what you now have, now that you have decluttered and truly pared down to the things that mean the most. I hope you guys were able to be encouraged or inspired by this, and that you will tackle it as well. Please mention in the comments below how the process is going for you, what was easy, what was difficult, maybe something that surprised you about the process, and we're going to continue on next week with how to put them away properly. God bless you guys.
Ah, sneaky daddy.
Well, thanks again, guys, for watching. As always, I'm just so grateful that you're here and that you stuck around till the end. I hope you were encouraged by something from this video. If you like this video, I would encourage you to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you don't want to miss future videos, and I hope to see you guys around next time. God bless you.